What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I will be answering one of the fans' questions that I received on my community tab. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to tune into the channel, continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. If you would like to join my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit the join tab here on the channel. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So today I posted on my community tab. If any of the fans had questions, they could leave it on my community tab. Just put #Ask Jew, and I'll do a video on the most intriguing questions that I receive. Of course, if you're part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, those fans, their questions will be answered first. They do get first dibs on content control. But with that being said, you can definitely drop your questions in the comment section of any of my videos. Just remember to put #Ask Jew so I can take a note of it. And I definitely will try to drop some content in regards to the most intriguing questions that I received. But with that being said, so for the first question that I received today, it was Sean that actually left this question. And his question that he wanted answered was, will Desmond Ridder, or should the Falcons start Desmond Ridder by week 10, or should they wait to start him next season? And I think this is a pretty intriguing question because there's a lot of speculation of who will be the starter going into week 1 and who will be the starter this year, whether it will be Marcus Mariota, the first-year Atlanta Falcons veteran quarterback, formerly of the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders, or whether it will be Desmond Ridder, who we drafted this year out of the University of Cincinnati. Personally, I think that the Atlanta Falcons should stick with Marcus Mariota. I think that Marcus Mariota will start the season, and barring injury, I think that Marcus Mariota will finish the season. I really think a lot of people have forgotten how good of a quarterback Marcus Mariota was at Tennessee. He was a really good quarterback before he was benched by Ryan Tannehill, or for Ryan Tannehill, but it was mainly due to injuries. Marcus Mariota had a lot of injuries. He talked about that in his press conference when he joined the Atlanta Falcons or signed with the Atlanta Falcons. He talked about having multiple coaches in Tennessee, and he talked about being really beat up. His body was beat up, and he was, battered and injured a lot when he was in Tennessee due to him, running the football a lot and taking a lot of hits and taking a pounding as far as taking sacks and things of that nature when he was in Tennessee. But personally, I think that Marcus Mariota does have the leg up on Desmond Ridder, and I think that he should be the starter, even though I believe in competition, and I do believe that it is going to be a competition between Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. I would go with Marcus Mariota. I really think he has the leg up because he knows Arthur Smith's offense, because he played in Arthur Smith's offense in Tennessee. And I think that Marcus Mariota is a veteran. He's been in the NFL. The game is not going to be too fast for him. A lot of times when guys come out of college, one of the first things that they always talk about is the speed of the game. The NFL game is a lot faster than the college game. You have to be able to read and react a lot faster, especially for a quarterback, which is the hardest position to play in the NFL, because you have to remember everybody's responsibilities on the offensive line, the running backs and the wide receivers. You have to deliver the football on time. You have to protect the football. And I just think that Marcus Mariota is going to be able to beat out Desmond Ridder just based off of him being very cerebral, and him already knowing Arthur Smith's offense, where Desmond Ridder is coming in. For one, he's a rookie, so he has to adjust to the pro game, and he has to also learn the playbook for Arthur Smith. Another reason why I would stick with Marcus Mariota is because the Atlanta Falcons offensive line was porous last season. Matt Ryan, the last couple seasons when he was with our team for like the last 3 to 4 years, he was sacked over 40 times a season. And that's not something you want to put a young quarterback through. Like a Desmond Ritter, if you're placing a quarterback in a situation where the team isn't really built up around him, you can really affect the quarterback's confidence. And I definitely think that that's something that could affect Desmond Ritter in a negative way. If he is thrown out there week 1 against the Saints and he takes a bunch of sacks and things of that nature, throws a bunch of interceptions, it can really affect his confidence early on. So I really think if you play a guy like Marcus Mariota, who's experienced highs and lows in his career, I think that he could deal with it a little bit better than a guy like Desmond Ritter, who's coming in as a rookie. And I wouldn't want to place Desmond Ritter behind our offensive line just based off of last season. Now, could our offensive line improve and could our running game improve? I definitely think that both should be improved this season because you have guys like Jalen Mayfield going into his second season, and you have guys, that played together for the most part the whole season last year. Our offensive line stayed pretty healthy. So these guys should be better and the running game should be better. But at this point, I'm just going off of what I've seen last year. I think that the best move for the Falcons would be going with Marcus Mariota as QB1 for the whole season. Unless Marcus Mariota somehow gets injured, at that point, you'll have to put in Desmond Ritter, or unless, God forbid, Marcus Mariota just plays horrible. If he plays really, really bad and Desmond Ritter is showing that he's ready to play, like at practice, and he plays well during preseason, that's the only chance I think that Desmond Ritter has of taking that starting position or taking that starting quarterback role is if he severely outperforms Marcus Mariota in the preseason. And I just don't see that happening. I think that being that he's a rookie, I think that it's too much ground that a guy like Desmond Ritter is going to have to cover. And from what I've seen, like I said, over the last couple years with our offensive line and our running game, I don't trust them to protect the young quarterback like a Desmond Ritter as a rookie. But with that being said, you guys let me know what you think of the video. Do you think that Marcus Mariota will be the starter week 1? Do you think that Desmond Ritter will be the starter in week 1? Personally, I think it's going to be Marcus Mariota for this first season. He signed a 2-year deal with our team. So I really think that this is a bridge quarterback situation where they're going to try to use Marcus Mariota as a bridge quarterback to be that veteran that can kind of mentor Desmond Ritter until he's ready to play. But I don't think that Desmond Ritter is going to start any games this season. Like I said, unless barring injury or barring, Marcus Mariota playing really bad, which I don't foresee. I think that he sits for his first season as a rookie, and he's the understudy to Marcus Mariota. But with that being said, if you have questions, definitely put pound asked you in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer you guys' questions. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to tune into the channel, continuing to share out my content, and definitely make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. We are currently on the road to 2,000 subscribers and beyond. And with that being said, this has been your boy Jew. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.